Good morning. So for today, what this lesson is about is stem and leaf plot, how to gather information, how to use a stem and leaf plot, how to read it, and we will answer some questions and then practice. So for today, here is information about the stem and leaf plot. It's already gathered and it's already organized for you. This is a great way to organize different data and for you to be able to answer some questions. First, what is the stem? What do these numbers stand for? The 2 stands for the tens column. The leaf are all the ones column. So here in this part 2, 0, 6, 7, 8, it's actually 20, 26, 27, 28. These are different temperatures that were randomly chosen for each of the 50 United States on February 14, 2010 at 12 noon. So these are different temperatures taken on a particular day. So for this, on February 14th, a state had the temperature was 20 degrees, 26 degrees, 27 degrees, 28 degrees, 30, 32, 35, and so on. So we can see that 20 was the lowest, 74 was the highest, correct? So now we are going to answer some questions, and I kind of give you already a hint of what the questions are going to look like. So how many states had temperatures 50 degrees or less? Okay. So we are going to look at our stem. 5 stands for 50. There's 50, but we want 50 degrees or less. So we are going to go to the 49. 49. So from here, let's grab a different colored pen so we can see it. So here is the 50 mark. Okay. Here is the 50 mark, but we want less than 50, so we are going to choose 49 on. Okay. So that means that's 49, 48, 46, 46, 44, 42, 41, 41, 39, 39, so on. If you count all of these digits, those all stand for different temperatures on February 14th, which means that 20, and I believe, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. 24 states had temperatures of 50 degrees or less. So now when we answer the question, we get a blue pen for that so you can tell the question and the answer. So we are going to answer in complete sentences. So 24 states had temperatures of 50 degrees or less. Okay, period. A little trick for the less sign. Okay, in a lot of textbooks you aren't going to see it actually spelled out for you. You'll see the less than or greater than sign. So for the less than would be that sign right there. That sign would be your less sign. And what I do to remember this is if you kind of tilt it a little bit, you can kind of see the L. You kind of tilt it, okay, you can kind of see the L, and then less spells less. For the greater than sign, that's the greater than sign. If you make a semicircle, you kind of make a G, which stands for greater than. Okay? So you'll also see those signs in math books, and you want to remember them because they won't spell it out for you. So that's just a little trick there. All right. So now what is the highest? We're on number 2 now. And what is the highest temperature and the lowest temperature? So now let's go to our, we'll use red for this to answer this question so you can see it in the stem and leaf plot. What is the highest temperature? Well, I will use the stem. You always want to go to your stem side in this because this stands for the tens column. That's the ones column, so this has more value. So the 7 is the highest, right? And 4 is the highest number on your leaf place. So together it's 74 degrees. So the state that had 74 degrees was the highest temperature on this particular day, February 14, 2010. So what is the highest temperature? The highest temperature on February 14th, 2010 was 74 degrees. Okay. Now we need to see what is the lowest temperature. Well, same thing. Let's go to our lowest number over here, which is the 2, and the lowest number would be the 0. So together it would be 20. So the lowest, now we are going to answer in complete sentences. The lowest temperature, the reason I'm not going all the way to the end there is because this is in the way. The lowest temperature on February 14th, 2010 was 20 degrees. Okay? And you could even do Fahrenheit. I'm going to do that. Okay, well, that is a stem and leaf plot. And if you have any questions, let me know. One thing that you could also do before you leave is you can actually gather data, and I have an example here for you. You can gather data from homework scores that you have done in the past and gather all the data of the scores, and this can be used like for a warm-up or for even part of the lesson throughout the day. And have all the information here for the students. The way that I organize the data when I am translating the scores when they're just listed to the stem and leaf plot is I color coordinate them, just because then I know that I'm not missing any of the numbers. So for the one in the tens column, I used yellow, and then for the 2s, I used green, 3s, red, 4s, purple, and 5s, gray. And then I organized it over here with the same color coordination, just so it's easier for us and the students to be able to visually see what's happening in the stem and leaf plot. Okay? And then for your exit slip, you can have students tell or write down one thing that they learned about the stem and leaf plot. Or they can also share with their elbow partner. And that would be for your exit slip. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.